Welcome, angry, faithful. Oh, we're not going on live on X. We're just going on YouTube. So if you only see us on YouTube, I got to work this stuff. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, okay. Okay. I have to. That's the reason why. Yeah, I got to get, I could get premium to go live on X. I forgot about that.
Oh shit.
Uh, I'll get the premium here tomorrow. So we'll be live on X. But yes, today we're going to talk about the Monday Night Wars. We're going to talk that afterwards. We're going to go over Raw and what's been happening for the first 10 minutes or so, if it lasts that long. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But here, why am I getting the feedback? That's weird. Let me turn. Okay. I got to work my soundboard. Sorry, everybody.
Little logistical issue.
And it always happens when we're on the show and when we're talking to each other and everything. Everything works fine.
We've
But
been
when
talking for 45 minutes without a glitch.
yes, exactly. Now, what happened this weekend? The big things that happened was
And that.
and the dog. One of the big things that happened is CM Punk and fucking Jake Paul or John Paul.
Yeah.
Jake Paul had it out.
No, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Dang. See, I'm horrible with names.
I still mix them up, man.
Yeah. They were talking smack to each other. He was CM Punk is saying that he's going to WrestleMania. He's going to be the big dog. He's going to be the main event. And that is basically a round of it. And that segues what happened on Friday with The Rock and Cody Rhodes, which I'm really in love with Cody Rhodes now.
I like him. I was a fan of his daddy when I was a kid, and I'm a fan of Goldust. I like the boys. I like the family.
I'm just upset that he started selling drugs, a drug called Stardust. Did you watch that episode of Arrow?
No.
There's an episode where Cody Rhodes is on Arrow and he's sold a drug to his Oliver Queen's sister, and the drug's called Stardust. But anyways, Cody Rhodes got an offer from The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, to be Dwayne Johnson's champion. And on Raw, he turned it down. That was the main thing on that. So I think what's going to happen is CM Punk is going to align himself with The Rock. That's going to be the storyline to going into WrestleMania. Now, another thing that happened was Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Yokozuna and Gunther.
No.
Gunther,
God. Tozawa.
Jeez, I'm
not Yokozuna.
Yeah. Okay. Totally different.
Your dementia's kicking in.
Yeah. When I get online, I can't fucking think. But anyways, basically Gunther just manhandled him throughout the whole entire match. And I'm like, he picks him up, he tosses him from one corner to the other, and just basically manhandling him. Eventually, after the match, Gunther was going to do some horrible things to him, and Jey Uso comes in, and comes in and beats the holy hell. Gunther gets him out of there, and then Gunther comes back around and fights Jey Uso. Which it's very entertaining. And I saw that like the writing on the board on that one throughout the whole the starting out after the Royal Rumble.
The Rear Rumble.
Yeah. Starting out in the Royal Rumble.
Dude, honestly, I think that Jay, I really do think the main event moniker is really good for him. I think he's a lot better doing singles.
Oh yeah.
And I think that him and Gunther could swap the belt back and forth, pay-per-view for pay-per-view, like probably for the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's been happening here recently that I've been noticing is the belts have been changing a little bit faster, except for like the Universal Tag Team,
Yeah.
Universal title.
I mean,
Like,
Roman
Universal,
had
like,
it for what?
2
How
years,
many? It was like 3 years, 3.5 years.
close to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was I wasn't watching back then.
No, I just like you. I just started like heavily going into it again.
And yeah, and when I would try to look at like promos and stuff back then, they were pushing Roman Reigns so much like as their star, and I just didn't like the guy.
He's
I still don't like him.
I didn't even like when he was coming up, when I was like going through, and I'll watch some wrestling just to pass the time. I didn't when he first started. I didn't really get the hype of him. I mean, when he was going through Shield, it was all right. I mean, here recently, that I think he hit peak, and I'm starting to like him a little bit, just a little bit. Not into the point to where I'd go out of my way to see him wrestle, but just
No, and another thing too is he's always beefing with somebody I like too. So,
it's probably the case too.
But it's like he's supposed to be a baby face and he's accidentally a heel. I don't know if he's a good girl trying to be bad or a bad girl trying to be good.
I could see that. You nailed it on the coffin on that one. That's really a good concept on that one, because it doesn't seem like he's like a bad guy, because he doesn't do like he doesn't cheat in the ring, and I do catch a little bit of snippets from LFG. And that was one of the things they were talking about. I was like, okay, he's supposed to be the heel and he hasn't cheated yet. Why hasn't he cheated yet? He hasn't done anything. And that's totally Roman Reigns. They try to make him in the persona of.
It's like if he gets irate, he'll irate you back.
Yeah.
Like he'll do the heel shit, but he's not gonna do it till it's done to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like his character. I'm not racist, but I think there's 3/4 of the roster is Samoan at this point. Like we need a break, man. Like from the whole bloodline and even the people coming up through NXT and LFG, like it's all Samoans.
I was happy with the Wyatt Six.
Not mad at all. I
was so into that, and then it just stopped for some ungodly reason.
I went back when I first got back into everything and watched a lot of the stuff on Bray Wyatt, just because of the way people were talking about him and the way he cut his promos and had the different characters, and
he was good.
Dude, he was good. That guy was good. I'm sad I didn't watch it live when he was there.
Yeah.
Plus, they had that whole like Bayou mystique, and I'm from South Louisiana, so.
And we all have complications.
But, dude, speaking of LFG, you want to get into that?
We got to do one more. We got to do the tag team titles.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might not want to skip the main event, right?
Yeah, the main event. Oh, dude, you got to go back and watch it. You have to go back and watch it. It was that good. You didn't know who was going to win. It was that kind of matchup. And that's the kind of matchups I like, because it's basically, it's a fight. You don't know who's going to win. I mean, Dom was doing his trickery and everything, and the whole Judgment Day, and it was just going around and around and around and around and around. And I was like, I was getting excited. I mean, when it gets to the point to where I scream out, no, 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 yeah, yes, yeah, oh, no. My neighbor is probably just aggravating, coming up to me, knocking on my door. It's like, are you okay? It's like, no. But yeah, I had to, it was satisfying to see at the end. I mean, just boom, it happened. And Liv Morgan and Rodriguez won. Watch it if you can find like the whole match, or just if you get Netflix, watch
Dude, it's
that.
It's on Netflix. I'll turn it on.
The Gunther match and the tag team match. That's the match to watch. Those were really good matches. It made you emotional and everything. Now we'll go. Okay.
2 seconds on the triple threat match with Penta and Kaiser and Pete Dunne. I think they're pushing Penta too hard. I don't think he's hitting the crowd the way they want him to.
I was going to mention that because they are. Honestly, I mean, he's on every one of them.
Yeah, he wrestles every Monday. Like, he's a jobber.
He wrestles on SmackDown too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're trying to put him over so hard, and
I think he's gonna the lead the Chad dude from American Made. They're trying because he went on sabbatical to learn the powers of Lucha Libre. That's his storyline right now. And he's like, when I come back, you better have gold, and he's gonna go up against Penta. But I think that's gonna be something that's gonna happen at WrestleMania.
That may be where we see Penta's brother's debut as well.
Perhaps, yeah.
He coming in to help his brother, because his brother, from what I've read, has been active on like the same old circuits and stuff, but he's also been taking time away to deal with something, like to go train for something else. I don't want to be all cryptic and say deal with something else, but like I've heard he's been away training for something else. So, Okay.
At least, hopefully, it's not like Jake the Snake back in the day when I almost met him.
How was that?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Let's just say that.
No, I don't think it was rehab or anything. I think he's training for something. The rumor is WrestleMania, but I think it could probably happen earlier than that.
It might happen in Elimination Chamber, because that's like what? That's this weekend. Oh, can't wait for that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at a wedding, so I'll be watching that one late. But
you're gonna get a lot of dings. What's happening?
You're gonna ruin the entire card for me.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'll be at a wedding, but I plan on watching it either that night or Sunday morning.
Okay. Now let's get into LFG.
LFG. Again, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, this is only the second episode. It's on A&E. LFG stands for Legends and Future Greats. It's a reality show with 16 talents, 8 males, 8 females, and 4 legends as the coach. As the coaches, you have Undertaker.
How does
Bubba Ray? What's that?
How's the point scale? Because you got Bubba Ray and Undertaker. They're just one team, right?
No, it's 4 coaches against each other.
Okay, because
it's a fatal 4-way.
The way they were talking about at the end of one of the episodes that I was able to get a hold of was it's like the female one. I can't remember her name.
Mickie James
and Booker T both have 1 point, but they said it like they were a team.
No, that was the end of episode 2. So basically, at the end of, like on this show, they had 4 matches, and each of the judges, they voted, like they had 2 male matches and 2 female matches, and the judges voted on the winner from each one, or like who their top performer was, and whoever that person's coach was got the point. And so it was, I think there was only one of them that was voted like 2-2, where Shawn Michaels actually had to come in and be that was the first tiebreaker.
The guys.
Yeah, the first one with the guys. Cool notes about this episode. What is her name? The the girl that as soon as she came out, Booker T said, "Oh, she's gonna be a star, dude. She looks like a star right now." They ruled it. She kicked ass. Evander Holyfield's son, Elijah Holyfield, is tearing shit up. The kid with the that's missing a tooth. Hell, what's his? I can't remember his name right now. But
was it Trey? No,
I'd remember if it was Trey.
Yeah.
But he like, dude, when he gets in the ring, he goes into this whole different psycho mode with like those big crazy Kurt Angle eyes, and like the dude knows how to work and stay busy. And what they're really looking for is like people that are, because they have people that are brand new, they have people that have been in training for over a year, and everything in between, and they're looking for not only the athleticism but the trainability, like who can come up through NXT and take the coaching and actually become a future great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the coaches are it's I think Booker T and Mickey James each have a point apiece right now.
Yeah.
And Taker and Bubba Ray are down. I don't know how the hell I just made those balloons.
It's in your settings.
There we go. But yeah, Booker T and Undertaker are tied at 0 right now.
Okay. Now balloons. Now the next segue after that, we're going to talk about the Monday Night Wars. Now, if you know this, back in the 19, it started out in like 1996.
97 to 02.
Yeah, 97 to 02. Well, what had happened is in 96, they want WWE got onto USA. So Turner Broadcasting started doing theirs on anything that Turner was doing. His broadcasting network, and they finally put it on TNT. After a while, they started getting a lot of their talent from WWE and bringing it on to
into WCW.
WCW. Now, the big difference on it, Bischoff was like, I want to take a stake and put it into Vince McMahon's heart. I'm gonna win over it. The big difference between the two is WCW was filmed live starting out.
Yeah.
WWE was not. So during the time frame on Nitro, they would actually call matches on WWE on Raw.
That was so brutal, dude.
That's what fucked them over.
That was so brutal.
That's what. Okay, what happened was Mankind won the championship on Raw. They already filmed it. They already had Nitro was talking about. It's like, yeah, Mick Foley won the championship, so everybody wanted to watch that match. So they switched over from Nitro to Raw, and that's when it started going downhill for WCW. That was the main thing that brought it. That was like the one peg that was starting everything to roll down.
Yeah, that was the start of the beginning of the end. But goddamn, it was fun getting there, dude. When they were throwing money at all of those stars and getting guys to come over.
Yeah.
And like the guys that they had writing, Nash included, he doesn't get a lot of credit, but he helped write a lot of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, WCW kicked ass for a long time. I'd make no mistake about it. Like, I love The Rock. I love Stone Cold. This is primarily a Raw-based show. But, dude, I was absolutely a WCW guy back in the day. Like I was in between commercials, I would switch over to Raw.
Yeah.
But like when WCW came back on, I don't care if it was the main event, dude. I was switching back.
It did. Okay. WCW started out doing more, I don't want to say adult content, because it really wasn't. It was borderline adult.
You said the Nitro Girls.
Yeah. I mean, that was the biggest thing that was like kind of explicit, but they didn't do like over the top.
Yeah.
Unlike freaking WWE, that
when
was
WWE got into it, they came tits out, dude.
Yeah, they went hard.
Started getting women in Playboy and China, Sable. What Trish did Playboy, but she didn't get nude, but she did the cover, right?
I
think Trish Stratus did. Who else?
Sable.
Nah, yeah, it said Sable in China. They got naked.
Yeah, well, we all know what happened with China.
Yeah. God rest her soul.
Oh, Trish Stratus never posed for Playboy.
I don't think she posed. I thought she just did a cover. No.
Let me see.
I may be wrong. I may be thinking about somebody else.
No, she declined it.
Okay.
Yeah, she turned down Playboy. Let me see here. I'll get the lowdown on this. Okay, Tori Wilson, China, Ashley Massaro.
Tori Wilson, too, I was thinking about.
Yeah. Sorry.
Dude, we could do a whole other episode on those.
Yeah.
Roll it on back to the Spank Bank.
Yeah. But that was none of the WCW when we posed for Playboy.
No. I think Nash is married to one. DDP's married to one.
Yeah, which we can get onto that. That was another thing that I'm really liking. I was a fan of Diamond Page, and now I'm like a super fan of his.
Oh yeah, dude, with the whole DDP yoga thing.
Dude, have you seen the stuff for him helping out Lex Luger?
Yes.
Dude.
Lex, Jake, dude, when Jake got there, Jake was shoeless with freaking in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know? He helped Razor get healthy again.
It just shows about his character.
He believes in it, and you know, like the man's got 6 crushed vertebrae in his back. He's never done any surgery on it because the yoga has helped him stay flexible
and
stay healthy. You need to watch. There's like it was on when DDP was on Rogan. They did a video with this guy from the 82nd Airborne. His knees were all tore up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
Yeah, and where he was walking on crutches and everything, and then at the end of the video, he's in a full sprint.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, dude, just seeing what he did for those guys and how they recovered, and then like them being childhood heroes and stuff too at the same time, and like, oh, I'm so glad that guy's not dead. Like, I'm glad he got better. Yeah, like fucking Jake the Snake. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Jake's awesome. In fact, he was just on Taker's podcast.
Yeah, I watched
last week.
Hey, you're fangirling on that one.
Oh God, dude! I was like, please tell the stories. And of course, he told the story about Macho Man, you know, taking the snake bite on Saturday morning that we all remember.
No, that was Randy Savage.
Yeah, Macho Man, same dude.
Fucking hell! God damn it!
Same guy.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
So before that happened, they were in the locker room and Macho's like, "Hey, bro, how the fuck do I know this snake's not poisonous and you're not gonna fuck me? And so he made Jake like pull his pant leg up and take a bite from the snake. And then he was kind of like, oh, maybe I trust it now, maybe I don't, brother. We'll see in the ring.
Yeah. I still like Jake. Jake got pissed off because he had to do that, so he made it worse for Randy Savage.
Oh, he said he slapped the shit out of that snake before he let him bite him. I think he said I paintbrushed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said I paintbrushed him, which means he slapped the shit out of that snake. And he said that snake was ready to bite the first thing it saw, and that was Macho Man Randy Savage's bicep.
Yeah. But what was your memorable thing of when did you switch over? Did you always, WCW, or once WCW got canceled out that you went to Raw?
Growing up, it was always WWF, and then up until right after it changed to WWE, I kind of got out of it through like the baseball, football years.
Night Wars.
What's that?
During the Monday Night Wars.
Oh, once they were over.
Okay.
When DX rode in on the fucking tank, like it was like, okay. That was when I had switched over, but yeah, I was went down with the ship with WCW, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I think I'm the same. I was the same way.
I mean, we were both huge Sting fans. Like,
yeah,
Sting.
He still kind of wrestles a little bit. Have you ever seen the Joker Sting?
Yes.
That was interesting.
Not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
He was like blowing mist in people's eyes and shit.
Yeah. But what got you off of wrestling for a minute? What was your hiatus moment?
Stone Cold got hurt. Taker was wrestling once or twice a year, and Rock left for Hollywood.
I could see that.
The culmination of those three things, I was like, man, those are my guys. I'm out.
Yeah. It was kind of the same. I didn't like John Cena as a main eventer. Triple H here and there, it was okay. I mean, I just now recently started liking Edge a little bit. I was never an Edge fan.
I liked Edge. I didn't like the whole Brood thing with Edge and Christian and Gangrel and the whole vampire bullshit or whatever.
You need to watch your tongue on certain things, sir, and that's one of them. That was awesome. I was a goth kid.
But I like the rated R superstar Edge.
Yeah.
And he's got the best fucking music, dude.
Oh, dude, the whole Christmas time kid getting a WWE championship belt, then you get your
money in the bank case.
Dude, those are awesome. And you got and the one music they start playing is Edge's music, but they did the vocals only. And I started listening to that. It's really good too. But Edge made the Money in a Bank prominent because he didn't do it. He didn't go, oh, okay, I'm going to do it this night and we're going to wrestle and everything. No, he was the first one to wait until the person was
right now.
Yeah, down and out, barely moving, goes up, hands the Money in the Bank, and boom, becomes the champion.
What was it? Didn't he run? I forget who it was, but didn't he run out after the champ was in a non-title fight? It was a non-title bout, and the champ lost, and then that's when he cashed in his Money in the Bank the first time. Was that right?
Let me see here. It was 2007. Egg crashes cashed in his Money in the Bank contract on The Undertaker on SmackDown, and 2007. This was the first time the Money in the Bank contract would cash in on a non opponent. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, what happened? Edge crashed in the briefcase of New Year's Revolution in 2006 on John Cena, who was tied after the Elimination Chamber match at Edge's idea to cash in at a random time was not originally planned. Edge suggested was approved by WWE, which led to the first world title run. Ed cashed in the Money in the Bank contract on Undertaker and SmackDown in 2007, winning the world heavyweight title. That's that's the whole synopsis on it. What happened? But that was just that made it. That was like the bar. That was literally the bar of how you cash Money in the Bank.
And what better as him being the winner of Money in the Bank, you know that had to be them setting him up to be a star. Because, dude, for Vince to say we're gonna do this after a match between Taker and Cena.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they were the writer's room was like, oh, we're sucking Edge's dick for the next like 2 years. And this is how we get there.
You got to cash in the contract a year before the next Money in the Bank.
Right.
And he waited like a month beforehand.
Oh, I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about how they wrote it. Like, they're like, hey, we're gonna have to write a story for this dude for the next 2 years. So this is where we're gonna take it.
Yeah.
And man, it's right place, right time, right look. You know, the dude looks like my vape is getting thumbs ups. Yeah, the dude looked like a superstar.
Yeah.
He had perfect gear, perfect music. The guy was made to wrestle.
Yeah. My favorite part of his comeback. Because, I mean, just look at his face. He was coming back to the WWE during that Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
He was amazed that people still remember. Even though he still wrestled in
he did AEW and all that other shit.
Which I think WWE is buying TWA.
TNA?
No.
TNA already out of business. But
I think yeah, TNA. I think
so they're buying all the rights to it and everything.
Yeah, but that's how they do it.
Let's see who can get more thumbs up during this episode, me or the audience.
Yeah. Yeah, WWE and TNA Wrestling announces multi-year partnership.
Okay. So that's Tony Khan being a good businessman and Triple H taking the lead, you know, expanding the business on it. This board of directors, dude, they got Rock on the board of directors.
Yeah.
Like, they've got Shawn Michaels as the executive vice president of talent relations. And dude, it's like legit. Our generation now is they're running the game.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But
yeah. and what, I mean, you sent this, I mean, a lot of people sent this to me, was the game almost ruining
with Linda McMahon.
Yeah, because you could see his face. He's like taking a drink. And he's like, and he just nod no. Hardy
don't do it.
Turn 10-10. Yeah, they still wrestle. They're in NXT right now. Is that right? The Hardy Boys.
They had, last I heard, they had come back for something special. If they're doing NXT, that's crazy. I just found out that NXT is on the CW network. I had a friend texting me for a link tonight. Like, how do I find this? I was like, dude, I don't even know. I gotta look into that one.
This episode?
For the like in NXT, it's only on the CW network or whatever.
Let me see here.
So yeah, I had a friend texting me for a link, and I was like, "No, dude, I don't even know how to watch it. I figured it'd be on like USA or something."
XUMO, VIX, and Plex.
No idea.
You see, yeah, I have no. Man, there's so many freaking.
Well, we were talking about that before we started recording, man. There's so much content out there for WWE. Like, I almost wish that they had signed an exclusive deal with Netflix, you know? And like everything, the entire library, all their shit was there.
Hulu. Oh, dang it. TNA Wrestling is not. Why would it say Hulu, then say not available on Hulu? You can watch TNA Wrestling on YouTube TV, which offers premium events on TNA Wrestling Library. I guess it's just a YouTube thing. Which is that's interesting. That is very interesting. But no, I just there's a couple of people that that's from back in the day. It's like I still can't. They're competing on March 10th, apparently, against the tag team for NXT. Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, there we go. The Hardy Boys are still around and doing stuff for WWE.
Yeah.
I guess they're kind of on like a redemption tour, maybe it sounds like.
Maybe. I mean, they had some issues back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're kind of like in a probationary period. Like, can you handle this?
Yeah.
That might be something worth tuning into.
I mean, those ladder matches with the Dudley Boys,
bro,
Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian, dude,
devastating.
Okay, they had the TNA tag match. Thank you, not the one. But yeah, those matches, I didn't even after those matches, those ladder matches, you stop watching even for the main event. The main event was nothing.
No.
I mean, that was the show back then.
I didn't even really give a shit about the tables per se.
Mm-hmm.
But ladder matches, dude. Ladder matches were always my shit.
Though, man, the things they
Shout out Amy, thank you, girl.
Huh?
That's not the one.
Oh, okay.
My friend Amy. She will slowly become our female wrestling correspondent.
Oh, okay. Awesome. But yeah, she's gonna become a dinger. That was the thing we're gonna call our fans.
She's a dinger.
The dingers.
She's Queen Dinger.
Queen Dinger. But those ladder matches were insane back in the day. I think the only match that topped it was I mean, we could do a whole episode, but it's been played constantly. Undertaker and Mankind. That Hell in a Cell. There's nothing that can top that. People are going to be talking about that when everybody's passed away.
I think that made Mick Foley one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Oh yeah. That made he wasn't like up there, but after that match, you couldn't get him get away from them.
No, he was liquefied and solidified at the same time.
Yeah. Yes.
Like he hit GOAT status on that match, dude. And the rest of his career was just a fucking cherry on top. The dude is great. And the way he bounced back and forth between Mankind and Cactus Jack and Dude Love, and like it was just didn't matter what he was doing, it worked.
No, the funniest one was that Royal Rumble that he did Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, and Dude Love.
Dude.
He did 4 guys.
He got 4 entries.
He got 4 entries. That was awesome. I actually watched that one. That was just insane. But
Bang Bang is one of my favorites ever, dude. That's just and cutting a promo. Like he goes, I think he suffers from multiple personality disorder. Mick Foley.
maybe. I really don't. I really don't think
he
that.
gets, dude, the way he channels into those characters and can switch on the drop of a like that night, for instance, or cutting promos. I've seen him cut promos on himself, like on YouTube and shit, and just like for fun because they asked him if he could.
Mm-hmm.
And so he'd sit there as Cactus Jack and talk shit to Mankind. And then I think he took his shoe and put it in front of his face and was using that as his mask as Mankind while he talks shit back to Cactus Jack.
He is probably one of the world's greatest actors, and he does WWE, which is phenomenal.
Dude, have you heard the stories that Triple H tells about him on the road and how cheap he was?
Dude, he had trash bags for his
said
clothes.
That people used to walk up and put like change in his coffee cup, not knowing that he was like $1 million contract wrestler.
Yeah.
Because he was sleeping in the hotel lobby under newspapers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said he got so cheap that he would just take his dirty laundry, and if like his grocery sack broke, he would just like put that up there, and that was his. And he said Triple H said he was standing in line next to him one time, and they were like Triple H was checking his bags, and Mick's sitting there with a pile of dirty laundry, and it's like a pair of fucking skid mark drawers on top of the pile.
Yeah.
You heard that one before?
Yes,
dude. Come on, man. Like, you're making a couple mil a year. Like, buy a fucking suitcase, dude.
He was hilarious with all that stuff, though.
He got his ring gear down to his actual everyday wear, so he didn't even have to bring anything else.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as Ron Jeremy. Ron Jeremy was the same way.
Gross. Did he die yet?
No, I think he's still in jail.
Still in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he passed yet or not.
I think
the Hedgehog of Love. That's what we should name this episode.
No, I already named it Monday Wars.
I was gonna say the Hedgehog of Love.
That'll be in the next one. No, he's still kicking.
All right, so Monday Night Wars. What was your? Let's go WCW, and then let's go WWF/E. What was your favorite WCW match during the Monday Night Wars?
They were the quickest. Was the Goldberg stuff? Always liked those.
I love Goldberg, dude.
Yeah, the whole Goldberg. It was 176 wins, 0 losses, and you know it's scripted now, but it's one of the. It really was one of those things. Those matches didn't last that long until you got to like he was going up for the title.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. He had a whole bunch of squash matches, and then I think he got the U.S. title.
Yeah,
and after that, his matches got a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like they say,
that was one of the bad things. That was one of the bad things that they did to him. They brought him up way too fast.
Yeah, he didn't learn how to work.
Yeah, he didn't. Even when he went to WWE. He did not know how to. Nobody worked with him.
Like Taker, Brock, all those guys hated working with him. They said he was super stiff, and he didn't understand how to give a bump. He didn't understand how to take a bump. He was going to hit you and do his thing because that's what he was accustomed to doing in WCW.
Yeah, I think I mean, even Taker was like, man, that was the world's worst match because he got a concussion really fast. And
oh, dude, Bret Hart hates him.
oh yeah, I believe it.
Oh, Bret Hart hates him. But they just said he was so stiff. He was the hardest guy to work with, but he did great interviews.
Yeah.
He was like an intimidating champion, you know, and he was really kind of the, I don't know, torchbearer, I guess you would say, between the time when Sting left and came back as like the Crow in the rafters, and the NWO kicked off and all that good shit. So,
yeah. Oh man, I love the NWO. That was another thing that they had a lot of was it's like that almost every episode ended up like almost everybody in the locker room coming into the ring and just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah. And the crowd throwing fucking beers and Coke cans and hot dogs and shit. Like, yeah. All right. So Goldberg was your guy back during that time.
Well, it was
obviously
Sting.
Besides Sting.
Yeah, Sting. You gotta go give it to Sting always.
And dude, I'm the same way. Like Goldberg was my dude back then, but Sting's number one as far as WCW goes, all time for me.
Yeah, I'm surprised Sting hasn't gotten Hall of Fame yet. Or
he
has
he?
He has.
Okay.
God, man, I need to keep up. I need to take the look up of the Hall of Fame so I know who's going in. And
Triple H and Michelle McCool are going in this year.
Yeah. But who's yours? Like
my favorite WCW match during that time was actually a tag team match. And that was the match between DDP and Karl Malone and Hogan and Rodman.
Oh, okay.
And like that whole feud and all that bullshit. Dude, I loved it.
What's one of the wrestlers that was on WCW that you shine to, but you didn't expect to shine to?
Damn. Probably who was the dude that was Adam Bomb? He was Adam Bomb in WWF. Not the one. You can help us out on this. You know it. What was his name in WCW?
I don't think she's watching right now.
So he was Adam Bomb, and then
Ryan Clark.
What was his name in WCW?
Hold on real quick. Get his ring names. Adam Bomb, the Night Stalker, and Wraith.
No, it's not him. Damn it.
I was geared towards Raven.
Damn, I did like Raven.
Yeah.
I did like Raven.
I was pissed off that he didn't get picked up.
He's still doing indie stuff now.
Yeah. But I was so pissed off that he didn't get picked up. He was like on the first night, and then they did that purge.
Glacier I always thought was cool.
Okay.
Glacier had like that Sub-Zero / karate guy fucking gimmick.
Yeah. Are we talking about the Stormtrooper?
No. God, no.
Dude, that dude still takes it on the chin for that thing. And
that wasn't a karate move to get through that wall.
That was so funny. I watched that live. I watched that live on Nitro when it happened. I was like, what's going on this one? What?
Then, so probably as far as WWE, my favorite match or feud or whatever would be, dude, anything with Stone Cold.
My favorite
Like
one.
Stone Cold and The Rock specifically.
Okay. The storylines. Yeah, Stone Cold and Rock storyline, that was good. I mean, you got that like world class face to face match. Just them looking at each other. That was great. The best storyline though was the whole Undertaker kidnapping Stephanie McMahon and Stone Cold coming in to save her.
I didn't like that version of the Undertaker.
Oh, really? Come on, man. That was pure entertainment. And then Vince McMahon is like, I was ahead of everything. I was the ringleader of this thing. But it was so good. I loved it. Because Stone Cold was always the anti-hero. He was always he was, I hate to say this, he's like the come close to it is like CM Punk.
Yeah. He was the everyman.
Yeah, he's the everyman. Now, saying that, the new thing they're starting to do now, and I wanted to get your take on it, and this will be the end of the episode. What do you think about the press conference stuff?
I like it.
Hey, I'm kind of in between.
I like it. It's just another peek behind the curtain, I think. I think they do their best to maintain kayfabe as much as they can, and
kayfabe. I've never got that term.
I don't think anybody knows what where the actual word came from. It's just what it means. Just maintaining that character all the time. I think they balance the kayfabe well between what you can get away with and you can't with social media. Like, obviously, everybody knew Rhea wasn't really in a relationship with Dom.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But
yeah, because she's married.
Yeah.
Here's the funniest commercial she was in. And because in real, she does, when she's doing commercials, she kind of tosses into like real life and everything. She was doing a commercial for a mattress. It was like an Alaskan King mattress, and she's getting like giving beef to her husband. I was like, I can't believe we have this entire big bed and everything, and you have to get like close up with that damn dog onto me. Me and the dog are fine. Move over onto the other side. It was just hilarious. She is Rhea Ripley. If I don't like her persona in the ring, I like her persona out of the ring.
Oh, I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of hers. I've been getting like, I didn't like the whole Judgment thing.
No, I thought her and Dom together was a stupid idea.
Yeah,
she's way better than Dom.
Yeah,
she's way better than Dom.
But the whole I love just Rhea Ripley as her own persona.
Yeah,
it is. Man, she is just
kick ass, take names, and take no prisoners.
Well, it's not even that. It's just I think she's funny. I think if she ever gone out for full entertainment, she got out of WWE, she would do great.
Yeah. No, she knows how to work a mic. She knows how to work a crowd. And she's good at being one of those, again, borderline heel, baby face.
Well, like she was heel. No, if she's a heel, she's a heel.
Yeah, but the crowd still loves her, dude.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's funny because there is
and not just like the little mommy simps or whatever. Like, fans love her because she's fucking good at what she does.
Yeah. Well, she was doing like going around the ring and everything like that, and little kid was like, "Oh, Ripley, blah blah blah." I was like, "Fuck you, kid." And she kept up with the heel stuff, but now she's like, she's not more or less a heel. She's more or less like the tough woman, and she's very she's a lot nicer now. She's a baby face, and she plays it up, and it's fantastic.
But she's still cocky and an asshole too.
That is true.
That's her go-to. That's her shtick, and she fucking owns it, dude.
Have you ever watched her evolution?
I watched like the you talk about like the 40-minute one on YouTube?
No. Like you can look at this on TikTok. It's just like her evolution from going from like indie to TN.
I've seen the picture transitions, like the long blonde hair up to the gothic tattooed metal goddess now.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, she had like that whole like Aussie volleyball player, long blonde hair.
Yeah.
And then, she, I guess, settled more into her own shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
All right. She's had an awesome go so far. That's a chick I think she'll be around for a long time.
Oh yeah. She might end up in like the company headquarters.
Yeah. Probably international shit for sure.
Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you all for listening. Thank you for all watching that. Well, hopefully eventually watch. Still new, but thank you all that actually commented on our stuff, started liking our stuff. As this is episode 2 of this. But I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Trey Witzel.
And thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Love you guys. Hopefully we can keep this up.
Thanks, guys.